Today, I just want to talk about our mental fitness. It is so important. Just like some of you go to the gym and you're intentional about walking, jogging, stretching, making sure you're physically well, we also have to take time out to make sure that we are mentally well, right? I'm not a therapist and I don't play one on TV, so I'm going to stay in my lane. But as I continue to coach, I realize how much people struggle with really being resilient and bouncing back and developing that muscle for mental fitness. Mental fitness is not something that just happens. It's something you got to do every day, all the time, as much as you can, whichever way. So you may be asking, what is mental fitness? It is giving your mind a workout to make sure your mind is ready to handle the challenges that it will have, to handle the challenges that it will face. We will face challenges. It's knowing how you think, how you feel, and how you behave. When I say knowing, if you notice a shift in your behavior, you're going to pause and identify what changed, what's going on, what can I do with that behavior. It's about addressing the change in your behavior, in your attitude, that something is off, that something, whether it's good or bad, but something shifted. Noticing those change, heightening your awareness. Your awareness is so critical during the season and the sessions of you building your mental fitness. You are keen on your well-being, how you showing up at work, in life. And I've done some research in Psychology Today. It talked about, the skills that we practice to improve our well-being. For example, we talked about it before, and now I'm here to remind you, I'm here to ring the bell, just to make sure you're doing it. Find a positive affirmation. You can use one that someone else is using if it fits with who you are and the desired outcome that you want. Or you can write one down. You can create one. You can write it in your phone. You can speak it into your voice note, or you can write it down on index cards. And read it every day. Memorize it. Learn it so it becomes part of you. And you can fashion it and shape it to apply to that particular situation that you need to bounce back from, that particular situation that you need to work through. So affirmation helps you with your self-talk, how you speak to yourself. And it's so important that we speak to ourselves well. So many people that I have had the privilege to coach, they talk about themselves in such a negative way. And I say, if you talk to yourself like that, how would you talk to other people? You are with yourself more than you're with other people. And you've got to think of yourselves in a better light. You've got to talk to yourself in a better way if you want to see a shift, if you want to see a change, if you want to see improvement. You've got to talk to yourself as if you're already there. You may practice a visualization. If you are want to experience a certain thing, see yourself there, see yourself doing it, see yourself walking it out, see yourself having those courageous conversations, see yourself being that courageous mom, that courageous significant other, that spouse, whatever that looks like for you. What would you say to that woman in the mirror, that man in the mirror, to encourage them today? What would you say? What would you like somebody to say to you? If you've identified what you would like to hear, say it to yourself. Practice it, walk it out, and when you hear it, know that you can do something with those words. You can, use them to stand on to get through your day. Studies have shown that the way we talk to ourselves cause us to show up in a certain way each and every day. So if you speak to yourself negatively, you're going to show up with an attitude, maybe some anger issues. But if you speak to yourself positively, more than likely you're going to help yourself to think of a positive. For example, I was talking to my sister this morning and she had a little thing going on and she said, you know what? I have to go into the office. I've got to pivot. I've got to do some things. And she said, at least I got gas in my car. At least I have a car that is running well and I can just go and do what I need to do. You find something good in the pivoting, in the negative experience to anchor you on, to pull you through. When you have a healthy mental fitness, your well-being is critical for you, and you do everything. You're going to eat right, you're going to make sure you get your sleep, you're going to make sure you do all the things that you need to do to make sure you're showing up for yourself and for others in a healthy way. When you feel confident to manage an issue, you know you have the ability to change the state of your mind. It is so important that you know that and do it and lean into it, because nobody is going to be able to do that for you. So over the next few weeks, I'm going to go deeper in mental fitness. And if you have questions, type them in the comments. Let me know if you have a process that you're using for your mental fitness. Go ahead and share it. Go ahead and let others know. Maybe they can borrow from you. It is critical that we get our minds right. We have the right mindset, and having a growth mindset is helpful and healthy towards your mental fitness. A growth mindset is saying, you know what? Things can become better, things can change, things can improve, and being willing to do the work to get there. It is so important that we don't get stuck in the fixed mindset where it's a, woe is me, it is what it is, I can't change anything, and I just have to suck it up and accept it. That's not true. So if you adapt a growth mindset, it's a first step into building your mental fitness. It is a first step into addressing how you feel, how you behave, and how you think. I am your coach. I am your sister. And I want the best for you. I want you to show up in every room. I want you to show up well. I want you to show up positive, healthy, being able to manage what life throws at you, because life will throw things at you that will throw you off kilter, throw you off your game, throw you off your routine, and you've got to bounce back. So that's why I'm focusing on this topic for the next several weeks. So lean in and let's share together and let's grow together and let's build our mental fitness. Have a great day and may God bless you. Bye-bye.